Well, guys, I saw this very disturbing Tinder story from a dude who apparently supposedly spent 5 years on Tinder. You can see these little stats, your time on Tinder. The dude spent 5 years, 93 days, swiped on over 2 million women, swiped right on basically all of them, and matched with 2,000. So he swiped right on 2 million, matched with 2,000, and the 2 million swipes resulted in one singular date with zero relationships and no sex. And this is what the dude looks like. Now, you want to feel bad for this guy. I originally thought that, oh, this was a joke or something. It just because it's like after a month, if you're a fat dude on Tinder, after a few weeks, you should realize, because even for just normal men, the online dating experience, you're not gonna do too well. And it's due to a number of reasons. Now, this post says the dude swiped right 2 million times, got one date. He's not just some unlucky guy, he's the norm. Yeah, but with someone like this dude, a week into it, you should realize, especially if you're a dude and you're overweight online dating, about a week into it, you should say, I probably should get off the dating and lose some weight and go to the gym. Because it's so stacked up, the online dating against men, for a number of reasons. Number one, what is it, like 75-25 in terms of dudes outnumbering women? So you're already up against it in terms of that. And then you've got the higher propensity to want sex, more testosterone. A higher level man will sleep down with women, and then women will have the expectation that maybe are not that good looking because they got with a few guys that are better looking, that their standard needs to be raised. I mean, I've seen some of these to where you see the stats of it. This dude's 26 years old, so he's a year older than me. But like, really, and honestly, 2,000 matches, probably a third of those are just bots. I'm surprised he got, out of 2,000 matches, 1,200 chats. That seems like a pretty good ratio for a dude, especially a dude like this. It's nothing against this dude, but I mean, after like a few months, you would think it's probably time to self-improve. Although even self-improving really doesn't do much. This just goes to show you, like, there's a bigger point to this in terms of just the general dating experience online. And I'll get dudes who ask me, who are around my age, talking about like online dating and all that, and I just tell them not to do it. But I don't have another option for them. I guess go out and somehow meet a girl. Realistically, I think the best way for a young dude to meet a girl is probably in college. I mean, it's a basic answer, maybe at a bar, but even that is like, seems like there's less interacting with the opposite sex in terms of like strangers. So probably in college, but I understand most people, they need online dating, they want it, but for men, I mean, it is terrible. The women have a full monopoly. And they would have a monopoly if it was just based off of the sheer numbers. It's like 70-30, 75-25. There's way more men than there are women competing for the same women. And then on top of that, you have the high propensity, the higher sex drive. The top men will sleep down. A Chad dude will sleep with a 6 or a 7 a few times, and then the 6 or a 7 will demand a higher level man than her because she so-called got him. So it is very, very bad in terms of this, but I just thought this was a crazy, I mean, these statistics are just, I mean, after a month, it's like, it's just not going to work out. And even like fat girls, like fat girls, because of how much control they have over the online dating market, they'll say, no, I want an in-shape guy. So even the fat girls would like laugh at this dude, probably. I do wonder what his one date was, because this is like, it's almost like too crazy to make up. But at a certain point, I mean, 5 years swiping right. Someone said he swiped right on like 900, or maybe not 900, but if you're swiping right on 2 million people in the span of 5 years, that's just an unhealthy time, and it's all for nothing. I mean, it's a complete waste of time. So I just thought it was just insane to see these numbers. It's a decent match to chat ratio, but one singular date. Most of the girls, I mean, the biggest, most craziest thing you can do is look at a girl's matches. I mean, you'll take like a 5 or a 6, just an average chick. She'll have like 300 likes, 52 conversations ongoing. Oh yeah, you'll do very well. And as a guy, it's like, what's the point? This chick is like messaging with 40 different dudes, half of them probably better looking. That's why I tell guys not to do the online dating. I mean, if you're really good looking, you can do it, and but sex is just more accessible to you anyways. So I don't know if it really matters, but pretty much all normie guys. Although I don't know where else you're gonna meet a girl. I mean, it seems like the number one by far is online dating. What is it, like 50%, maybe even more, like 60% of relationships come from online dating. That's just how it is right now. But it is a total control, and it's also affecting just modern relationships in general. These women overvaluing themselves and then thinking they should get with. I mean, they should have the right to get with a better guy because there's a lot less of them than there are guys on dating apps. And then they still are able to, on top of that, because of the testosterone in men obviously want to have sex a lot. They're going to be more so inclined to sleep down rather than women. And also, a woman's body count is way more important than a man's. That's just biology. That's how it works. I also saw this. Ed Krasenstein. Remember this dude? Who remembers this guy when he used to always appear under Trump's tweets back in like the first era of Twitter, or like 2016, 2017? He was a reply guy under Trump's tweets. And James Comey, the former FBI director that Trump fired back in 2017, laid out a shell formation on the beach of 86 and 47. And so the Secret Service visited Comey because 86 has a long history of coinciding with wanting someone to be killed, assassination, also removal, and that's what Comey and I'm sure Krasenstein has said. But it's just funny because I guess Krasenstein tweeted out 8647 like it's this cool little liberal girl code, like, oh, I just called for the assassination of the president, I'm so quirky. And then, of course, they turn into cowards when the Secret Service show up, and they're like, I just want him to be removed. That's it. That's all I was insinuating. It's nothing bad. But it's just funny you got this, I mean, this dude, let's see what this dude sounds like.
So moments ago, the Trump administration just had the U.S. Secret Service come to my house.
Sounds like a droid from like Star Wars.
You might be wondering why. Because yesterday I made a post that said 8647, which means, if you look it up, get rid of Trump, as in impeach Donald.
Isn't it? I think it's 6 feet down, 8 feet wide is what it means. It could be interpreted as that. But you know that this dude was definitely, there's like two different interpretations, and you know it's like they're edgy, the Democrats now. They try and be based, oh, we're gonna do a code for assassinating Trump. You want to know the other weird thing? Maybe it was a psyop, but I read somewhere that it was yesterday when Comey put that out, that it was the same amount of days as this number, because obviously Trump's president 47, but it was 8,647 days since 9/11. I don't know if that's true, but I think that was confirmed.
Donald Trump, as in 25th Amendment Donald Trump, as in vote Trump out of office.
Oh.
Why, you may ask? Because...
Well, no one cares about your dumbass liberal reason. The point is that you did a quirky thing to put out an assassination attempt, and then you walked it back like a scared child when the Secret Service came. And that's basically what it is. And I'm sure that, I mean, apparently they visited Comey, but it's like, with the liberals, why are we doing this thing to where it's like, no, we just want him removed? There's been studies and there's been polls that have done, it's like 52% of liberals, and these are the only ones that admit it, would be okay if Trump got assassinated. Remember, they were sad after his first assassination attempt. They said, we're sad because he moved and it didn't hit him, and that they wish someone would finish it. And I mean, this is how they think. I mean, they think he's a fascist. They think Trump's the worst thing ever. So it's like a justified thing. It's the same thing with Luigi, with the healthcare CEO. They say it's justified to shoot someone in the back and murder them in cold blood. That should be justified. I mean, this is how these people think. So why walk it back? Why be this cowardice? But this is just exactly what it is. Like, you guys, we already know what you want. But then they get like some form of threat via Secret Service, and it's like, no, I would never say that. And the dude's talking like a freaking droid from Star Wars. So yeah, and then apparently they also visited Comey, and Comey, nothing happened to him, but they visited him. And then what is going on with this?
Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. It is almost the weekend, and I am down here in Lexington, South Carolina, at the beautiful Lake Murray. What a great day to be down at the lake. Wish you were here. We could all go out on the water, maybe.
Skirts 1964. That's the username. So that, what was he, born in 1964?
Find somebody to take us out on their boat and do some water skiing.
This has got to be
like
a
that.
joke.
But yeah, just hanging out here. Outfit of the day, it's a pink skirt, another one of those ones I got from Victoria's Secret with the buy two get two sale. But I figure I'll annoy some of the haters.
I don't know about 2025, man. Like this type of stuff, you put it on. It's hard. It's nauseating to look at that. But either way, guys, make sure you follow me on X. Link to that's in the description. Also, like this video down below.